Hey, Roger. Hey, Roger. Can you hear me?
Hello, James.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can hear you now.
hey, I can hear you. One thing that you know that just Liho is under vacation, so I'm not sure that he will join the call
I
or
see.
not. Yeah, okay.
Got it. Well, at least you are joining. That's good.
Yeah, and I'm keep following the mechanical update from her, but yeah, due to his under vacation, no feedback yet. I will keep checking it.
Oh, I see. Are you able to write that section yourself, or
Second.
I'm just asking? Since Li Hong is on vacation, do you think
Mm-hmm.
it help to um write the content for or complete the section, the remaining content for her?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if
I,
you like go ahead and do it, I would suggest because I think we are trying to pushing
uh-huh,
crossing this uh
uh-huh.
white paper. So we don't know when she'll be coming back, right? Do you know?
Yeah, maybe next Monday. Next Monday.
Okay, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
you.
she just talked a few days, 2 or 3 days this week. Yeah, until Friday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe you
Mhm.
can work with her and see like she can help to complete that section.
Yeah, sure, sure.
If not, maybe you can help with it. That will be
Mm-hmm.
very helpful there.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Great.
Hi, James Roger. Hi, Tony.
Hey,
Hey, David.
hey, Tony.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Let's give people a couple of minutes. Actually, what is it? 10:04. Okay, let's make it 05 and then we'll get started. Okay. Yes. Hello. Bunchong, how are you?
Hello.
By the way, if you don't mind me asking, do you go by Bunchong, just Boon? What do you prefer to be called?
I think both is fine. Bunchong or Bun also fine.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Rajesh. Oh, here's Lal.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you,
Hi,
Rajesh.
good morning. I think we are switched to Zoom, huh?
Oh, yeah, we did switch last week.
Well, last time, I don't know what happened. Maybe I did not get the Zoom invite or something.
So let me post a link in the chat. Give me a moment to find it. This is the official. I'm gonna post a link to the official OCP calendar. So wherever there are changes, stuff like that, it will always be reflected there. No matter what I do, this is your golden reference in terms of meetings. Okay. Let's see. Chat. There we go. So bookmark this. Number 2 is subscribe to the OCP mailing list. That calendar that OCP uses will automatically send reminders
Yeah, actually,
about any meeting?
I got that only through OCP link I got from the email.
Okay, good. So yeah, that will always be there. These are the golden references. I keep a second invite for us just so that when I need to mail the team, I don't mail it to the whole world. I just mail it to the team, right? Or I should mail it to the whole world, but right there, sometimes I just want to keep a list of things, a list of people so that I can email to the right people. So always use the OSP as a golden reference. OSP calendar. Okay, let me get started here. I want to open the meeting minutes. Okay, so I was out last week. What happened last week? How did things go? I just joined for 5 minutes, I think, but other than that, I missed it.
Yeah, we went over the white paper. So we put a kind of like I went to the every section and we put an status there for every section so that everyone to update on it and get
Okay.
back an update by this today. I think most of them, I think, are two things. One is like the input output tables, and the other one is like the two section. I think that was not complete. One is the mechanical, the other one is the physical planning. So
Yeah,
I
physical
went
planning.
ahead and update the physical planning with some content.
Okay.
And I have pinged Jawan to take a look. I haven't heard back from him. So, but please feel free to take a look on it. And then I just kind of talked to Roger. I think Roger said like Li Hong is on vacation. So I think Roger, he just said he need to follow up with Li Hong and see what happened to the sections. So other than that, I'm not sure about we need to go over again on every section and see like on the top of every section there's a status update, right? What are remaining, right? There are most of them are input output tables. I also added input output tables on my section on the functional simulations. Yeah, we probably have to go to that and all other things there. So that's kind of right. Yeah, high levels updates from last week in regarding this white paper.
Okay, let's take a look at that. The white paper then. Come on. Here we go. Sorry, give me a moment. We'll make this bigger.
Yeah, the other thing, Tony was getting update on that OCP demo. I think that you guys going to be having that Friday meeting. So I think that's what.
I think I was there for part of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's review. Okay, let's take a quick look at the physical planning then. Background. So you
go
added
down.
this one?
I added no.
Okay.
Yeah, physical planning for chip integration. I did this section there. I think like Java was talking in the background, so I'm just kind of trying to complete that with the chiplet integration. Okay. That's yeah. Just talk about required for the chiplet integration. That's the I think like the title that was left there from last time from Java, so I just added content to it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. Okay.
Yeah, I also added the input output tables there.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. This is good. So then for here, what is left to do is this is quite ready then yet. What do you say? 85%, 95%?
I think it's close to 100 right now. I think as far as my concern, unless feedback from Jawad say otherwise. So I think
Okay.
and or any other people, any feedback, then we can add more content. But I think that's probably the remaining sections, and we add the input output table. I think that should be good.
Okay. Okay. All right. This is very good. I'll keep it at 95%. And we can all take a look and then agree that it's 100% done and kind of close it.
Sounds good.
Boone, I think you I saw some notification about the thermal section. I think you worked on that, added some stuff or added some suggestions. Or was it, or I missed that?
I'm not sure what I did already. So quite
Okay. Or this one needs to be. Okay, this one we can get to that. Okay. Okay. Mechanical. Roger, do you know if any changes have been? Oh, I see Li Hong is typing live. She's on vacation but typing live. Okay. So I guess the mechanical section is being done as we speak. So this is good.
The chiplet integration I cannot edit. So that's why I don't edit for this one. These documents I request for access. I wasn't gonna access on this document.
Okay, I gave you access. Let's see.
I think I was granted another document access. So that's
Okay.
what I did.
Okay, maybe okay. Let's see. This should show me. Sorry guys, let's give Google a moment to figure out what it needs to do. Okay, that's a weird message. Okay, let me fix that after the meeting, once Google allows me to do it. Okay, right, we won't do it right now, so it is what it is. Okay.
Eric, can you check to every session and make sure they have like input output tables? I think from last week we just and when talk with Tony, we just say that every section should have input output tables.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Add that.
Architectural planning. Architectural planning has input output table. Okay. Functional simulation. Functional simulation does have input output.
Yeah, I added that. I just added that.
Physical planning, we just went through that. It has input outputs. Which section is this? This power planning. Power planning does have it. Oh, this needs to be done on power planning. DFT, powerful DFT. Okay, I needed to do that one. Let me take a note for myself that I need to do this one. I just keep forgetting all this. Okay. We already have a flow chart, results, stuff like that. Okay, thermal modeling. Input output is available. Signal integrity. So I guess I hope you don't mind me calling this fast. I'm just looking for the input output tables.
Yeah, I think you just passed it. We still don't have it. I think last time I think Rao and John say they will add on it, so we need to follow up.
Okay, so sorry, I need to switch screens. and say like this. So, okay, today, this is what we need to do. So we said this one was signal integrity and power integrity.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Sorry. No, I hope no offense for the small I. Psi and pi section. Okay, STA. STA has a nice workflow.
Yeah, I think Tony probably still have to add that input-output tables there.
Yeah. For what?
STA section.
STA?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Mechanical is the flow. There's a results flow chart. We still have the input output listed like this. Probably I'll just say mechanical disorder and Li Hong. Reformat the input output into tables. Okay. Test workflows. These are the dies. These are the flows. IEEE. Okay. Flow chart, manufacturing test. Oh, Joe and Rajesh, you guys have done an outstanding job in this section. Let's see, why does Google not like this? Oh, what happened? Okay, and did we, okay. So the test section does not have a DFT. The DFT does not have input-output tables. I'm thinking there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
That describes a different test. Rajesh and Joe, Joe is not here. Rajesh is here. I'll let you guys.
What is meant by input-output? Sorry, is there any?
Yeah,
sample?
so each section will have input-output. So, for example, architectural planning. Here is what is right. What is input table that describes at high level what are the inputs that are expected, and who supplies it. And then there's another section with inputs, and there's another section with outputs. Is whatever output it is, who are going to be the users of this, right? And at the beginning of the white paper, there's a persona definition right here that describes right who are the personas.
Yeah.
So basically, what we need, right? You had updated it?
No, I had updated only for that system DFT. That's I have updated ASIC DFT, system DFT. but I didn't know they have to put it in each section also. I'll have to check with Joe.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you guys work on that. Okay, so we're okay. I think this.
Can we go to that executive summaries? I think last time we also saying like it does need updates. I'm not sure like, if any updates to it. I think KK review it. But Tony, did you get a chance to review this one or like?
No, I was traveling this week, so and I've got a bunch of stuff. So next week I'll work on that.
Okay, sounds good. And I think the Joe need to add that text section. So I think like last time he said we'll add that. I just kind of like seems at the bottom there. So I think things haven't added that yet.
Yeah.
I just ping him also at the comment there. So hopefully you will see it. Or maybe like Rajesh can while you ping him, maybe you can work with him and see you guys at the text section.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those are two mainly
Yeah,
main.
this is good. This is good.
And I think David, on you is probably need to do the formatting and also any people that like someone maybe you can start proofreading on it. I think KK has been doing some.
Yeah, I can do the cleanup, the reformatting. I'll go to that and do the reformatting. The no problem. Yeah, the stuff ended up here. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be taken.
They probably put a different. I think I put instead of normal style, they put the heading tool, and then anything not normal is going to add that to this here to the table of content.
Yeah. What is the oh yeah, that's normal thing. That's why. Okay, there you go. Now it makes more sense. Okay, yeah, I'll work on this. Executive summary. Here's the table. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It seems like KK has been doing some proofreading, but he's not here. They know how far he's covering. I think we probably can have people maybe volunteering to do a proofreading then.
So David, we said we'll wait until the tables are done, right? That's what we decided before we proofread, because things are changing, and there is also this references section that we got to arrange as well. So I think we decided last week that we will wait until these things are done, settles down before we proofread.
That's true. That's
Why
true.
don't
But
we do?
we mostly done now, right? Except only a few tables and our PV section. Maybe we can start with those already done section.
Yeah, why don't we start exactly? That's my thinking. Let's start proofreading now, instead of waiting for the tables to come in. And understood that there will be changes, but we can track those changes, right? And just proofread whatever has changed. We need to start narrowing this, right? There's no point in waiting to proofread everything once it's done. What do you think?
Who assign who to proofread this session?
I suggest we all proofread the whole paper and see if it's consistent, coherent, and it kind of each section covers enough material, and also there is enough references to other sections, right? There'll have to be references to other sections, so at least the whole paper should look fairly consistent.
Okay.
Who's doing that, David?
All of us. This should be easy to read. It's not like the Caliber SVRF manual that's 2,500 pages. This is only 50 pages. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I just finished a novel by Stephen King. What is it? 120 pages in about 2 or 3 hours. So this 50 pages, we should be able to chew it in a
Yeah,
half an
this is
hour or so.
much lighter reading the
Yes.
CDX paper.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the Stephen King's novel? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Much more enjoyable. Hey, you know what? I have an idea. We should ask that guy to come in and write the CDX paper. That's going to be a total blockbuster. Anyway.
Yeah, why don't we just send it to Chat GPT and have it clean it up for us?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping you're doing that already. ChatGPT can generate English text that I will never in my wildest dreams be able to write. So I use it, and you can probably tell when I'm using one. Anyway, that's a different discussion. Okay. Anything else on the white paper that's we haven't covered?
I think it's good so far. I think whatever that remaining there, I think that's probably the main things.
Okay.
So David, you have a list of what are the remaining items that need to be done?
Yes.
Oh, and is that part of the document?
Part of the meeting minutes.
Oh, okay. Meeting minutes. Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
Howdy.
We gave you an action item while you were not here.
Oh dear. What is it?
You need to read this white paper, proofread it, and tell us if it's good or not.
Okay.
Give us thumbs up, thumbs down, fix whatever doesn't look right. Okay.
I shall try and find time.
Okay. So tables, a little bit on mechanical section. I saw that Li Hong is working on it live. Anything else that I'm missing on the white paper?
References, David. We need
Good
to.
point.
I think the action item from last time was to touch base with you just to find out how do we do, have you used LaTeX, David?
LaTeX, yes, I did use LaTeX. I wrote actual LaTeX and compiled it and everything. That's how my user manuals used to be generated in previous life.
Okay, good. So in that document, how the references get automatically changed if something gets inserted in between.
Yes.
So we have references now. How do we do something similar with Google Docs? That
Okay.
was the question. So
Yes.
do you know something?
I do not know. I will find out. That's why I'm putting is everything about references and glossary. I'll take a look and see how this can be done.
Yeah, I think that is what we really need in the reference.
Okay.
If that is done, then we can put references at the end, which is more readable and more easy to understand, and that everybody can cross-reference that, and that will avoid duplication of references.
Yes.
It makes it streamlined.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Let's do it like this. I will create a separate references section, and I will start moving whatever I see as references to that section and add basically add the reference in the reference section. I mean, add the link in the reference section, and then throughout the text, try to mark where the references are. If you guys, when you do your proofreading, if you can take a mental note, or why don't we do it like this? When you see something that needs to be referring to the reference section, just add a little comment right on that word or on the sentence that say, hey, this needs to reference something in the references section. And then we'll go through that. We'll collect all of these comments and make sure that everything references to the right thing. How about that?
Well, David, you need to we need to find a way to do it similar to what later we are able to do with LaTeX. Without that, that will be a nightmare because that will keep on changing. That's what I was recommending, that we figure out that first.
Yeah, I think that what Rao, I think last time we say is that it's see that we can add references and that references can be updated automatically.
Okay, I wanted to split that into two parts. So one is we have the references section, right? And there is a list of things in that references section. And then on the other hand, there's all the items that need to reference to that section. So my suggestion is this: mark all the items that need to reference something in the references section. And then that's going to help us in two ways. One is we're going to know exactly what we want to put in the references section, right? If we have something that is that needs to be in the references section and it's not there yet, we will add it, right? Number two is we need to figure out the automated part of this, that our references point to the right. There's automatic way to update the references. And right now, I don't know if it's possible to do automated or not. So as part of that process of marking things and putting marking words that they need to reference something, and then putting stuff in the references section, we're gonna kind of establish a link what needs to be linked, establish link between these two. So in the eventuality that the automated process cannot happen, we'll have a path of doing this manually.
Yeah. So David, just a pointer. I struggle with that issue of not Google Docs not supporting cross references. So I do something very painful, which is in the end download it as Microsoft Word docx and then do cross referencing there.
Okay.
But it's I know it's a sad path, but last I checked, it didn't. Google Docs did not support cross referencing.
Okay, so at the very minimum, we are gonna need to know what stuff needs to be in the references section and which of the words and parts of the white paper need to point to something in the references section, right? So even if we go ahead and later decide to export it to Microsoft and do this automatic, we still need to know what needs to point to what. So this is the bare minimum that we need to have. And then we can decide, okay, Google Docs can't do it. We'll do it in Microsoft Word. We go and do it in Microsoft Word, but we will know what is pointing to what and what references need to be there. Does that make sense? I'm trying to kind of divide and conquer that problem.
There are actually two separate problems there. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Both need to be done. Let's done both in parallel there. Meanwhile, I think create that references and separately, I think find out if Google still can do that. If not, then we have to figure out a way, right? I think I was suggested download Word and re-upload back.
Yeah, when going through the white paper and marking things that needs to point to a reference, don't try to make it points to reference 1, points to reference 2. Just do it to free text, right? This needs to reference this standard, or this needs to reference this paper or something like that, right? Then we're gonna go and collect what is in the references section and do the hyperlinking that way.
Yeah, here is a suggestion. So create a Google Doc bibliography area where people add their reference and then give it a tag. Don't give it a number. Give it a tag and use that tag. That would be easy to do grep replace in the end.
Okay, that's a very good idea, actually. So why don't we do like this? Personas list. Typically, glossary section is before, right? It's at the beginning, right? So we can create one glossary at the beginning. Do you guys agree that glossary is at the beginning?
Yeah, glossary is basically terminology, right?
Right, yes.
That there would be bibliography, which is references. That's at the end, typically.
Yes. And then, oh, here's the references section already, right?
Yeah.
So David, after this call, can you put one example what tag means? Probably ABB something, so that people can copy paste the same thing.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'll add that. Okay. Okay. That's a good idea. Very good idea. Okay.
All right. I mean, is anything else in the white paper?
Nothing from me. Anybody else?
No, we should talk about that SI2 meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, Jawad, you weren't on for the rest of the call, but I told him before we agreed to speak, I need to talk to Rob Aiken. He's the co-chair of the SI2 group.
Oh, I see. Okay. And
So-
Mark agreed with that one.
Yeah, so he's going to try to set up a meeting. So
I see.
I just need to talk to him to understand what their intent is. It wasn't clear from our call.
Sure. So it almost sounded like that Mark wasn't even clear about the
No.
agenda of the meeting, right?
He seemed to be new and didn't really have a good understanding of what was going on.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, Tony, maybe you should just give a summary of that meeting a little bit, so everybody knows where we stand.
The meeting that we had this morning?
Yes.
Yeah. So so I guess SI2 has reached out to us and asked us to present what the CDK group is doing with respect to design kits. Lal, I think you brought this to my attention initially.
Yeah, no, CDX as well as CDX is the primary thing, but yeah, they might be interested in the design kits as well.
So they were just looking for a general update on CDX?
Not update, actually how it came about is last meeting SI2 had, Samsung Foundries presented their workflow kind of a stuff, which are similar thing to what we had talked about in our CDX white paper, but they didn't have they only mentioned some initial stuff. And they were talking about how they are trying to come up with something similar to 3D blocks that TSMC has come up with, and they wanted everybody to come up with a standard, how that will look like. At that point in time, Satish brought out that they should see what OCP is doing in these kind of areas, especially the CDX.
Mm-hmm.
I seconded that. That's
okay, so Satish suggested that they look at what we're doing.
Correct.
Okay.
And I told that if there is interest, I could have OCP CDX folks come and present what we have done so far. And intent is if Samsung could be seeing what we do and probably join OCP CDX to contribute to that. And maybe there are others as well. I don't know if it is possible or not, but at least they should know what we have publicly let people know, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, it's complicated. So we're working this effort. We're aligned with JEDEC, and we don't want to have conflicting efforts doing the same thing. So if they're willing to work with us in terms of what we're doing, I think we're agreeable to that. But if they're looking to take this over and drive it through their SI2 standards body, then that's something we're not interested in. And that's kind of the conversation I had today with Mark. The model that we have right now is we're pushing open standards. The formats are available for use for prototyping, and it takes quite a bit of time before they get put into standards. So we don't want to wait until the thing is done in the standard before people can start using it. And essentially that's why Intel pulled out of the MDX effort that was being driven through SI2. They weren't willing to share that with Cadence or Siemens. So and they weren't even allowing Intel to use the format, and they were kind of driving it. So that's why they backed out, and they're working with CDX. We're actively working on CDX.
Yeah,
so
one thing, the brief part of the meeting that I attended, it sounds like there are lots of new people at SI2 and lots of efforts are starting again. And Mark was not fully aware of, what was the agenda of the meeting that we were going to have on Monday.
Right. So that was the purpose of the call, to understand the agenda and really the underlying intent. And Mark wasn't prepared to do that. So I want to have that conversation with Rob.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one thing to just go and give them a talk about CDX, and I think that is okay. But I think we should probably aim for something more substantial, in the sense, like Tony, that you mentioned, that they might come really join us this time, right?
Mhm.
In one of the efforts. So instead of rushing it, I'd say maybe we should also take along Boppy and Cliff to a meeting with them after we determine that there is some kind of an alignment.
Yeah. So I told him, I'm not sure, I told them I need to talk to Rob before we can commit to Monday, but we may have to push it out.
Okay.
But we'll see how that call goes.
Okay. Yeah, that is the thing of what I want. Okay. All right. So basically, so given the timeline and everything, Tony, I don't know, Monday is too aggressive given that the meeting Rob has to happen. So you guys already spoke to Mark Rose, so he knows. I will kind of close the loop and tell him that.
Is Mark, well, hold off. I'll get back to Mark and Rob once we decide what we're going to do.
Do you think that will happen tomorrow, or Monday is the meeting invite that he has sent us?
Yeah, I gave him I have a call set up with him on Friday, I think.
Okay.
Or I gave him 2 slots, Friday and Monday morning. So.
Okay. All right.
Monday morning's cutting it short, but what we presented at OCP, I mean, that's open source, so we could keep that at a high level as long as I'm comfortable of what we're trying to do here. I don't want to get into the details of what we're doing on the ADKs and MDKs, but at a high level, we could talk about the JEP 30 stuff that we've already done. And then in general, we could say that we're looking at complete set of design kits, and that's a work in progress. But I don't want to share too much detail, and unless we agree we're going to work together.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, irrespective of the Monday meeting, we will present that. Is that what you're saying? But that's not what Jawad was saying. He wanted to present get a bigger collaboration agreement first before we present one common thing. That means pushing out that meeting.
I don't think we'll be ready by Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should probably plan on rescheduling it for some other time.
Okay. All right. I'll tell him that.
Okay, that's fine.
Are the SIT meetings once a month?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
that's what it looks like. It got restarted last time, August. They had one. September hours is there, and they have scheduled 3 other calls until November with some other folks.
I was on the kickoff call, and then I never received another invite. So
no, nothing happened because after
nothing happened at the kickoff. There was really nothing.
Yeah, after that one meeting happened, and they had reorganization starting March, which ended up somewhere up to this point, and they had a change of CEO. The chief strategy officer left, so they regrouped.
Is that John? What's his
John
name?
Ellis.
Ellis.
John Ellis. So John Ellis left?
He left. Now it is
Okay.
Robert Aslett.
Which company is he from?
I don't remember. He had worked for Intel once, I know.
Okay.
What's the name? Spell it again.
Robert Aslett, Aslett. Let me type it. So,
that's probably the guy we need to talk to eventually.
Yeah, that's the guy you may want to talk to eventually, correct?
You're putting this in the chat?
Yeah, looking for where this, okay. Okay, see if you see it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Hope I got his name right.
All right, I'll when I talk to Rob, I'll let him know that we'll schedule a meeting with Boppy and Jawad and me to sync up.
Okay. All right. So he was with Intel for 30 years, and he kind of came out of Intel in 2018. I'm talking about Robert Aslett.
Mhm.
He was general manager, VP and general manager there up to that point.
Okay. I mean, John, frankly, was part of the problem because initially we had talked about, potentially doing this under CDX, creating a new format, and he shut us down out of the chute. He just totally dismissed it and said, well, if you're going to do that, then we're not going to participate. And then they went off and worked with Synopsys, and they were not willing to work with other vendors.
Okay. Okay. I mean, for me, I just wanted to get back to him. Right now, I think I have information. You guys have spoken, so I think we can get together. Let's get the other things aligned and see if there is, like you said, intent is aligning as to why we are even presenting here. That's fine.
Okay, so who are you going to get back to and say we'll probably have to reschedule?
Yeah, Mark Rose. I'm just going to tell that we just.
Oh, I've already spoken to Mark, so he knows that.
So he knows we are not presenting until that meeting with Rob. Other people
Correct.
are going. Okay.
Correct.
Right.
That's the conversation we had today. So I can let him know after I talk to Rob whether or not we're going to reschedule or do it tomorrow.
Okay, please then. Hey, thank you, Jawad, for raising that topic. I think we covered it now.
Great. I just noticed Lee Hong joined. Do you want to go through Lee Hong's section here, David?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, Lee Hong. I didn't notice.
Snuck in the back door, huh, Lee Hung?
Lee Hong, we cannot hear you.
Oh, she's raising her hand. I'm into that. That's what you're saying. Yes.
Or she may be only on listen mode.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe just say hi.
Yeah.
No, we
No.
cannot.
No, we cannot hear you, Lee Hong.
Check your mic whether it's mute or not. Sometimes it's a mute button on the bottom left.
Okay. I guess that's not working.
Yeah, maybe the device issue. Maybe I have to restart it.
Yeah.
Restart and rejoin the Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Try it. Maybe you still have a few minutes. Yeah, I think, yeah, Tony Java, I think that SI2 seems very interesting. Let me know then if there's another meeting then. So it would be nice to rejoin in and listen there's a potential collaboration with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. While waiting for Lee Hong, a reminder, Chiplet Summit, the submission deadline is 9/29, I believe. So
Jawad, we're good, right, on our paper?
You are thinking about OCP Summit.
Yeah.
So David is talking about Chiplet Summit that will happen.
Oh, the Chiplet Summit. Yeah. I plan on submitting a 3DK paper as well for that.
Yeah.
Can you hear me right now?
Oh, hi, Lee Hong.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'm on vacation, but I come late. I just let you know. I kind of completed the report. I updated. Can you see it?
Yeah, we actually saw you typing while we were just looking at your paper and section, and we saw you typing.
Yes, because I changed my new computer, so my Google account, I have to reset up everything. So this one need me to use the Google account to log in. So I just fix it, then I just type it. Yeah. So you and the law, to check. I also, based on our discussion, you see this is the page. And to show this is the flow and this is the end results, and this is our ASE, last time we discussed.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is kind of the flow, what's the input and what's the output. Yeah. And I also modified some, some descriptions regarding, the wording we need to use, kind of right wordings. So I changed something. So you can take time to take a look and let me know if more information you need.
Okay. Yeah, so Li Hong, one of the things that we discussed briefly is kind of, you have the description already for input outputs, right? Here's these parts, right? The inputs, and then there's the output. Just we need that to be reformatted a little bit to kind of look similar to the other chapters. So for example, here is the outstanding job that Tony has done. Here is kind of the tables that right, there are a couple of important parts to this, right? Apart from what is the input and what does it mean, there is this persona assignment column that says who is supposed to supply that. The personas are defined at the beginning. Here's the persona list, right? And then same thing for the output, which persona is going to take this output, right? Whom should I give this output to?
Oh, wonderful. Yes, that I will use this, this standardization to put input output. So for the user, ISA, SND, so
here's the persona list that is defined at the beginning of the white paper.
Oh, I
right.
see.
There's a bunch of people in here. If
Oh.
you
if
someone is not defined here, please add it.
Okay.
Yeah, so if anybody's defined new persona, we need to make sure they get updated in that table.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so that is good. So I will use this standard format, to change the input and output, and also put the acronym.
Yes.
And if you did not find it, and I will add in.
Exactly.
Okay, wonderful.
Excellent. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay, so I will do it, after this meeting.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Li Hong, for working on this while you're on vacation.
I know, but it's because I delayed. I'm so sorry. So then you and the law and to take it to review, okay? And whenever who want to review will come to review our session. Okay.
The other two things that we talked about is 2 additional section, glossary and references. So if you want something, some references to, there's a section at the end of the page. Feel free to add your references there.
Okay.
And kind of for when you want to reference that, please just add a comment to the word or the sentence where you want that reference placed. Because right now we don't know whether in Google Docs we can do the automatic hyperlinking with automatic number updates or not. So just put a comment against that text that, hey, this needs to reference this tag. We decided we're going to do tags instead of numbers, so that later on we can do easy replacement.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I think, I think Tony, maybe they have some example I can reference, how to make the references, right? Yeah.
I will. Yeah, that's my action item to create an example that how that referencing could be done.
I see. Okay. For the references. Okay. So so I think this one, Mark, and they already completed, means, so this is as a good reference sample, right? I
Yes.
can see.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Got it. So for example, all this chart, you don't need to label the source, right? Who you take, or you drop it yourself or someone contribution. No, for the pictures, we put. Do we need to label where the source come from?
I think you should label it. Yes, I think
You
we
should,
agreed that
right?
we're gonna label it where that came from.
Yep. Okay. Just in case, right? The copyright or something. Okay.
Yeah.
If we draw by ourselves, we not necessarily, right?
No, you can still put it, right? Because you represent ASC.
Oh, I see. Okay, I
It's-
got it.
Right. It's good to have an idea where that came from.
Okay.
But in the end of the day, I will write against each section. We have list of names. I will just remove these names and make sure everybody is at the beginning as an author.
I think that'd be wonderful. Yes.
Okay. All right. We have passed the hour. So thank you very much, everyone. Actually, let me go quickly to the room, see any outstanding issues that we need to cover. Let me start top to bottom. James, Tony?
No.
No, in the 80K meeting, just I don't know if we want to talk about this SI2 stuff since there's other parties. So Intel's going to present today.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I don't know. We kind of covered that. So if it comes up, we'll talk about it.
If somebody brings it up, yeah.
Yes.
Outside of this current audience.
Makes sense. Okay, Boon, Rajesh, last thoughts and comments?
No comment from me.
Kevin Lau, last thoughts and comments?
I'm good at the moment.
Okay. Li Hong, Roger?
No, for me.
Okay. All right. We'll meet again then next week, same time. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for your time and attendance today. Have a good one.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.